In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create and manage service accounts within Google Cloud. By the end, you'll know exactly where to go, what to click, and how to set the right access so your workloads can authenticate securely without exposing personal credentials. Start by opening the Google Cloud Console in your browser. If you work with multiple projects, take a second to confirm you're in the correct one. You'll see the active project name at the top of the console. Next, open the main navigation by clicking the three horizontal lines in the top left corner. This is the menu you'll use for most administrative tasks. From there, choose IAM and Admin. This is where identity, roles, and access policies are managed across your project. Inside IAM and Admin, select Service Accounts. You'll land on a page listing any existing accounts. To add a new one, click Create Service Account. A setup panel opens. Give your service account a clear, descriptive name so teammates instantly understand its purpose, something like the application or workload it supports. The service account ID will auto-generate from the name. You can adjust it if you follow a naming convention. Add a concise description to document what this account will be used for and any boundaries or notes that future maintainers should know. Click Create and Continue. The next screen focuses on permissions for the service account itself. This section is optional, but it's often where you assign roles that let the service account access specific Google Cloud resources. Use the search box to find and add only the roles the workload truly needs. Following least privilege here reduces risk and simplifies audits later. If you're not sure yet, you can skip this and add roles after the account is created. Click Continue. Now you'll see principals with access, also optional. This controls who can use or manage the service account. Add the people or groups who should be able to impersonate the account by granting the service account user role. If multiple teams or automation systems need that ability, repeat the entry so each principal has the right role. Keeping this scope to just the necessary users improves security and accountability. When everything looks right, click Done. You'll return to the service accounts list where your new account appears. From here, you can revisit the account to adjust its description, update roles, or review which principals can use it. Over time, it's a good habit to periodically review permissions, remove anything unnecessary, and avoid creating unmanaged keys. That's it. You've created a service account and set up access in a secure, maintainable way.